Welcome, everybody, to another holiday FYC film review special. I am your host, Gagne. With me, as always, my partner, Ronaldo. How are you,
Howdy.
Ronaldo?
I'm okay.
You
I'm
ready
all
for that
right.
turkey?
I
Ham? What
am.
does your
I
family do?
we do a turkey, we have rice, we have mashed potatoes, we have green bean casserole. So we got all the fixins. I am ready. I am ready to eat and stuff myself.
Beautiful.
So
What's your go-to dessert?
I'm not a big pie fan, so I
Mm,
don't I'll pumpkin pie is okay, but I'll just eat ice cream or something like that. So
very non-traditional. Okay. Okay. We've got the apple and the pumpkin in this house, so
oh, and apple, yeah, we got
yeah,
apple as well. I don't
always.
like pie. I like the crust.
Hmm.
So maybe I'm weird.
Like bread, just not fruit ish.
Yeah.
No, something like
Yeah,
that.
that's it. Yeah. All right.
What do we well, I mean, look, if you can't figure it out by now, you don't know your peanuts. So Charlie Brown,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. This one came out in 1973, so it came out in the early 70s.
Yes.
Compared to the other holiday ones where you got the Christmas version and you got the Great Pumpkin for the Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
and this one came out a little bit afterwards, and you can tell that it's not within the same. It just doesn't feel like the other two. It felt different, and I don't know if I'm sure it has to do with the time period in the 70s, because even though it's the same composer, Vince Guaraldi,
Mm-hmm.
uh it has this different type of jazz and 70s feel that I could not get behind. I didn't like it. I wasn't, it just,
These aren't a staple for me in my household. Are they
no.
for you? Like, are you a big Peanuts fan? Like your
Oh
family
yeah.
loves? Okay.
Yeah, we watched the Christmas one, and the pumpkin ones are big, especially the Christmas ones, but we
Hmm.
watch those every year. And we this one just kind of pops up, but it's not a fan favorite to me. I think the kids like it, but as a old school kid, it doesn't feel like a Charlie Brown true holiday special for me.
Okay. Yeah, I it starts off really weird too. I mean, obviously, like that's Charlie Brown. Like he's the sad sack, like
Sad
depressed
sack.
child, like just
Yeah.
explains why he's bald already when he's in grade school. It's just he stresses a lot. And
Does, yeah. Poor
one of the
guy.
first lines out of his mouth is like, "Oh, great, we have another holiday to worry about." Like, isn't the holidays like you sound like an old man who doesn't want to see his family?
It's true. Yeah.
Which I just it sets a tone for
Okay. All right.
for a weird holiday special. Not one of my
Yeah.
favorites, but again, we're
No.
we're finding that Thanksgiving tends to be the holiday where I don't know we're missing heart because we're filling our bellies.
Get in my belly!
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And right off the bat, you can tell that Charlie Brown's voice sounds off. I don't know. I know
Mm.
it's different year, but they couldn't
Mm.
probably get the same kid, but it just doesn't sound like Charlie Brown to me. And you get a lot of Peppermint Patty in this, which Peppermint Patty is a side character. I just don't want too much Peppermint Patty. I think she's a fun character, but it's just too much. Hey, Chuck. Hey, Chuck. Yeah, Chuck. Hey, Chuck. Hi, Chuck. It's like, okay, we get it. Peppermint Patty. You call him Chuck and you like him. She's like this hippie little girl who wears sandals, and she's got a crush on Chuck. So,
Yeah, it's way too much Chuck. It's way too much Peppermint Patty. She's
yeah.
odd. She's like, I mean, her parents leave her for Thanksgiving, so she has to invite herself to another household. Like, how old are these kids?
Right. Yes. I was just going to get to that. So she says her dad's out of town. So who is she with? Is she staying by herself? She's got to be like 8 or 9. And she just invites herself to Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving dinner. But then Charlie Brown doesn't have the guts to tell her that, hey, you can't come over. Like,
Yes.
dude, just say no. What is she going to do? So,
Yeah, and her whole interaction with him is funny. She's just so aggressive and talks about like we can save the intimate stuff for later. Like talking to him like I don't know. It's she's a trip. I don't know about
yeah.
Peppermint Patty.
And then she invites her like her BFF, what's her name, Marcy, who goes
Yeah.
always, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And then you get Franklin. You get Franklin, who's in my background. So she invites all these 3 characters, and Charlie Brown goes nuts because he's supposed to have Thanksgiving at his grandma's, but his friends are coming over, so he feels like he has to cook for them. You're 8 years old. You shouldn't be stressing about this stuff.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I wouldn't show up. I just wouldn't be there. Like, you're gonna show up, I'm not gonna be there. But I guess it doesn't make for a true Thanksgiving special. But
Yeah.
that's where he gets, that's where you get to have the fun with Snoopy, who's like the worst dog ever. I mean, I guess he cooks, but
him in Woodstock, right?
what kind of bird is Woodstock, by the way?
A yellow bird?
Okay, like Tweety?
I don't know.
I
I'm
never
assuming they
understood.
call them Woodstock because of the Woodstock Festival.
Yes, that's probably my assumption too, but never understood what kind of bird he was.
Yeah,
like,
I don't either.
Snoopy's a beagle, right? Like, that's
Snoopy's a beagle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Snoopy's a beagle. And do you recall watching the Christmas one, the holiday one?
Pretty much.
So they have this moment in the Christmas one where Linus explains the meaning of Christmas, and it's done very well because everything's just spotlight on him, and it's a really heartfelt moment where he explains the meaning of Christmas. And in this one, he does explain the meaning of Thanksgiving, but it just doesn't stand out. I think the music is just too weird for me. Again, it's the 70s weird jazzy type of music, and it doesn't stand out. And we even get a song in this where there's lyrics. I don't remember music with lyrics being in a Charlie Brown cartoon, so it was weird to me.
Yeah, this whole special is weird to me because it doesn't feel like there's like, who's fact checking this stuff? They just like throw out just random things like, oh, well, we're the first nation to make a celebration around giving thanks. And you're like, is that true? We're just throwing things out there.
I don't know. All I know is that for me, there was no heart in it. And if I'm going to watch, again, a holiday special, whether it's a cartoon or it's a live version movie, I need some heart in it.
Yeah, I've never been like a huge Snoopy, Charlie Brown fan. Like, I grew up seeing these, but I just never, I don't know, like, it's not even my favorite comic strip. Like, it's funny that one more than most got all these holiday specials and were so popular.
Okay, and then again, Charlie Brown could have just said, no, listen, Peppermint Patty, you're my friend, but I'm going to my grandma's house. Why couldn't he just say that?
Yeah, because it's Charlie Brown. Like, he's
trying to be everything for everybody. You can't stop it. Not everyone's going to like you, Charlie Brown. It's a fact.
And why do all these kids not have anywhere to go on Thanksgiving?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't understand this. It's just like, could you imagine one of your kids being like, oh, 7 kids in my class need to come over for Thanksgiving because, they got left at home or whatever reason. Like, they don't really even give a reason. The other kids just start showing up. It's just like, let's add to this stress that Charlie Brown has.
I don't know. I think we're just seeing it through the eyes of 40-year-olds. So
people are going to come after me for this. And this is an unpopular opinion. I am not a Peanuts fan.
Okay.
I just don't, other than like thinking Pigpen was funny for constantly being dirty, and Linus for carrying around a baby blanket, and Schroeder for playing a piano. Like, Schroeder, where is he? He's not in this one.
Yes, exactly. That's my point. It's like 80% Peppermint Patty. Where's Schroeder? We get a shot of Lucy in the beginning with the football, right? Where's Schroeder? Where's Pigpen? You get all these other characters, but it's just too much Peppermint Patty.
They had to keep Lucy out because she's a jerk too. So we're giving thanks here, and no one wants to give thanks for Lucy.
Yeah, but we still.
He overcharges for her, personal advice, and
psychiatrist
doesn't keep the football down. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, jerk. The ending when they get in there, so they're eating dinner or they're eating their popcorn and whatever, and then they all decide they're going to go to Charlie Brown's grandma's house because they all worked out their problems, and Peppermint Patty was pissed because all she had was popcorn. It's like, dude, you're so ungrateful. So they get in there. She
rips them. She's livid.
Yeah, she does. It's like, what? So they get in the car, they get in Charlie Brown's station wagon, and they get in the back seat. And again, I'm just nitpicking, but nobody's wearing their seat. There's no seatbelts
Yeah,
on there.
I was more like, I don't remember station wagons having like a living room in the back. Like it's
Yeah.
just like 12 people pile in and there's just like couches, it looks like, in the back of the station wagon.
Yeah. Maybe in the 70s they didn't wear seatbelts. So if anybody was, born in the 70s or early 70s or were a teenager, did you wear your seatbelt in the 70s? Because I don't think a lot of people wear seatbelts.
You're probably onto something. I don't think seatbelt laws even came fully enforced until the 80s. So
yeah,
it's good, good valid point.
So okay.
I mean, everyone should be grateful for Charlie Brown's grandmother, who was just like, sure, bring 7 people over, no problem. Like, no big deal.
I know. I would have been like, heck no.
Yeah.
No,
like,
thanks.
no, tell your friends to go home. Enjoy the popcorn and candy and bye.
So, okay. So obviously somebody drove Charlie Brown's car, right?
Yes.
So obviously his folks were home.
Sure.
So while her folks were home, they didn't see all the, okay, whatever.
Yeah, we're looking for logic in a cartoon.
Yeah. So. No, maybe no more cartoons for a while.
Yeah. The holiday special ones, like, they're strong in Christmas and they're probably not strong really much anywhere else.
Yeah. So. Like I said before, maybe we just need Thanksgiving music. Maybe that'll help out. So if anybody knows of any Thanksgiving music, let us know, because I don't think there is any Thanksgiving music.
Bust out your Casio, start writing. Next year you'll be a billionaire.
Yeah, there you go.
What's your favorite strip comic? Like, you had to have grown up like reading these, the funnies, right? On Sundays.
I don't know if I grew up reading this, but I remember reading a lot of Garfield. Remember Garfield? I read a lot of Garfield comics, so
Same.
That was
hands
fun.
down. Had the books, Garfield, Calvin, and Hobbes were probably my 2.
Okay,
go-tos.
Calvin Hobbes, yeah. But I like the Peanuts gang. I like the cartoons a lot. I just didn't like this one.
Yeah, Charlie Brown got on my nerves.
Well, good grief, man.
Exactly.
All right, let's rate this movie. Let's get on with the ratings. What are we doing? Good griefs?
Good griefs. Yeah, I don't think we got too many of them in this movie, but okay. he gave me a few good griefs.
Yeah, rating scale of good griefs. 1 good grief really, really bad, and 5 good griefs being just a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving holiday movie.
Aiming it good is not indicative of, a low score, I guess.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I dislike this a lot. Yeah. I gave it like 1.5 good griefs. Nobody in my family asks for it, and there's good reason.
Okay.
I just didn't like it. I feel like everybody, there's no redeeming parts of this.
Yeah. Okay.
1.5 might be too nice.
1.5 good griefs. Okay. I'm actually gonna agree with you on this one. 1.5 good griefs for me as well. It's not memorable. And I didn't grow up with this one, but it came out in the 70s. And maybe if I had grown up with it, I'd have a different score or different rating, but I did not grow up with this. I grew up with the Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, and the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and that's what I loved. This was not memorable. The characters were just, there was no heart in it for me. So 1.5 good griefs for me. Sorry, Charlie Brown, but you're a blockhead.
Yeah. He's not. It's like very round.
He's around.
Where
is he at? He's over right there.
Well, we've learned our lesson, folks.
We're
gonna stay away from the animated holiday films for now.
Well, for now.
Specials, animated holiday specials, I should say, for now.
From the 70s.
We're getting very specific now. Honestly.
I'm kidding.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. I think that's it. Let's just wish our listeners a happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays, and let's let them be.
You said it, folks. Get along with your family. Do the dishes, kids. Enjoy some pie, or just the crust. And we'll see you next time.
Just the crust.
Okay.
I love it.
For FYC Film Review, my partner in crime, the Null Dog.
Yeah, happy holidays. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys want to see more stuff, and enjoy your holidays, eat lots of food, and get lots of sleep. So we'll talk to you guys later.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.